What up?
It's
the new intro.
We told you guys we're working on a new intro, and that was it right there, guys.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, this is another episode of HellFire Club podcast.
This is Arturo.
I'm Majid. This is episode. this is episode 22.
Episode 22. That's right. And
this was your pick this week.
I chose The Craft, which is what, 1996, I think.
Was it 93 or?
Nah, I think it was 96. Let me confirm that real quick. I think it was the same. Yeah, 1996.
96. What was 93?
93.
Was that Audish?
Nah, that was like 98, 99. 93. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I watched something. I think was 93.
Oh, you know what I was watching today? Just because it was on. We probably should cover one day. Is The Lost Boys. Are you watching that?
I didn't watch it today, but
yeah.
But I straight love that movie.
I was watching that. The other day I was watching Dazed and Confused.
Another good classic movie.
Dazed and Confused makes you like, like you relive high school a little bit. Like it's almost timeless. Like obviously it's supposed to be set in like the 70s.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same shit that we were still doing in high school, you know? You're just kind of driving around trying to find something to do. And then you do, and then like you want to be out all night and shit. And then you got that dude who's like
straight older,
chilling with the young. Everybody had that dude like in their generation, you know. And then you got all those characters were pretty much like there, you know, like the stoners. Then you got the douchebag like Ben Affleck, like, you know, the jock and shit. I don't know. It was pretty like spot on.
Yeah.
And
but this week we're doing The Craft.
Yeah.
Which another high school movie.
Another high school. I've been watching these high school movies, dude. Cause I don't know if I text you. I was watching some of The Faculty again.
I think you threw it on the
I put
Instagram.
It on So yeah, this was I remember seeing this movie when it came out, because my sister used to take us to movies all the time, like when she used to go.
Yeah.
So I saw this in the theaters, I'm sure, like. But dude, I haven't seen it since then. So I remembered like two things. Well, it kind of like the same thing, I guess. Well, I guess so. Like two things would be, or three. I remember the cast kind of. I remember that chick, the main chick. Her name's Nancy in the movie.
Yeah, her name is Ferozi or something.
Feroza Balk or something.
Yeah,
I remember her. I kind of remember the cast, and I remember it was like four girls, or whatever, they're witches. And then I remember the snakes and shit and all that. That scene at the end, like that final showdown.
Okay.
I remember that, and that was kind of it. I remember like it popped, like there was a final showdown at the house, and like the illusion of snakes and stuff, and that's like pretty much all I remember.
Yeah, this movie is so 90s.
This is 90s, bro.
I forgot how, like...
Yeah. I even had the homie Billy Loomis in there. What's his name? Skeet Ulrich. You know what I'm talking about from Scream?
Yeah.
He's in there. They're like their jeans and shit. And just the way it was real 90s. When's the last time you seen this? Been a while?
Yes. I mean, it hasn't been like crazy long, like 20 years.
Like me?
Yeah, it hasn't been like that long. But I mean, it's been a while.
Yes. So this one, this is set in LA, and we got like the new girl who moves down from San Francisco. Her name is Sarah in the movie.
Yeah.
So she's new. She moves to this she moves to LA, but she's goes to this private school.
It's a Catholic school.
Oh, okay. And then
remember they went to mass.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So it's like real religious, and they got uniforms, the whole nine, and everything. You got so it's starring her, and it's got Neve Campbell as Bonnie, and then Rochelle, which is Rachel True, and that other chick that we said, Feroz or whatever. I remember her from like American History X and like Waterboy. Yeah. So should we just do the quick?
Yeah, do the little synopsis.
Quick synopsis. So it's pretty much the new girl who moves to a new city, goes to all new school, has to meet new friends. In the process of doing so, she meets these 3 other chicks who happen to be witches, but she's a witch herself.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
well, they meet weird. She meets like weird out there kind of girls.
Yeah, because in school they're kind of like the outsiders or whatever. Like people look at them all funny.
Yeah.
Kind of make fun of them and shit. So they kind of discover she's a witch, and then they link up, and then they end up doing all this weird witchcraft, and then all these spells and shit hits the fan, and
one of them goes crazy.
One of them ends up being crazy. The other 2 lose their powers, and this chick kind of like lives happily ever after, I guess. She's the one who defeats them or whatever, Sarah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So in a quick
little
synopsis or whatever.
So how do you feel about?
So we just get ready. We'll just get into it.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't think it was like great, but it was cool because it's kind of different. Like it's not. I feel like not a lot of movies take this angle. Like when especially dealing with like teenagers, high school, like horror or whatever. It's not really horror, but they don't really take the witch angle. I don't know a lot of movies like that. You know what I mean? Because you would think it's teenagers in high school. I don't know if you're gonna go like sci-fi or something. You're gonna go like werewolves or vampires or something, right? Or if you're gonna go, you could go slasher out, whatever. But I don't really see a lot of witches and shit.
Well, I mean,
there any other
big
ones?
I mean, I don't think they're not big, right?
Uh-huh.
It was like, I forgot what it was like a Covenant.
Oh yeah.
Is that what
I heard something like that.
But that's more like the whole Twilight kind of thing going on.
Oh, okay.
So like that's where I think they usually take like high school witches, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be with a group of other. Like they're gonna be in a school of like witches.
Yeah.
This is like they're in a.
This
is
a
like, normal school.
Yeah, it's a normal school, real world setting. Like it's not like a. It's supposed everything kind of takes place in a real world kind of setting.
and you don't really know that they're witches, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like they say that they are kind of, but I mean, it's like real world. It's like if somebody tells you, "Oh yeah, that's a witch over there," you'd be like, "Oh, she probably just goes into the woods and tries to do stuff, and nothing ever happens."
Especially in the beginning, because they don't have any powers really, and like throughout the movie, they start, getting their powers or whatever. But
the only one that really had powers in the beginning was like Sarah.
Yeah.
When she made the little pencil spin.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was like
kind of minor, like mild kind of.
I mean, it was, but I mean, you like in the beginning, you don't think that the others have any powers.
No, you think they're kind of like, I don't know, like just crazy chicks,
like the goth
witches,
chicks,
yeah, in high school and stuff.
But I mean, not. Yeah, like the goth chicks that like to pretend like they can. That just go get like weird books and try to do like weird stuff.
Because in this movie they go to that shop a lot.
Yeah, that little.
It's like a witchcraft store, I guess.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of books with spells and candles and
incantations,
all that stuff.
Yeah. So like I mean and then how they. Remember that guy with the snake? He got hit by the car.
Yeah. That's the first time you see them, like
together,
collectively do something like that,
Yeah, but you don't
know exactly.
Yeah, because you're like it could have just been like
an accident.
Like yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, I wished it. Did you wish it?
And everybody happened to wish it, so they're kind of like,
oh yeah, we caused it. But I mean, like if somebody would told me that, like. I'd be like, okay, that's just like coincidence, I guess.
Yeah, because that's when you're first starting to see it. So you're still kind of, is it a coincidence? Is it real, like actual magic or whatever?
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of like about it too. It doesn't like throw you full out in a
straight ham with like
straight witchcraft. And then also too, I know there is like later on in the movie
craziness.
Yeah, but which is cool is that some of the craziness at least was like actually ended up being like illusions. You know what I mean? Weren't really even there. You know, like the snakes, and then the news coverage of the plane crashing. That was just all like, you know, they kind of just threw that in there. Glamour. Yeah, as they said, huh? Yeah. It's a practical joke. But so it wasn't. At least we didn't get thrown into like a straight out witch movie, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was no like
like girls on like these teenagers on fucking broomsticks flying around and fucking zapping people with like lightning or some crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, and then they try to do, and then if they try to really do like a horror movie out of that, because this wasn't like a scary movie or anything. But yeah, that's what I liked about it. And if you're gonna do a witch movie, then just do like a Hocus Pocus or something.
They kept it like low key.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole witch part was probably, it wasn't really like the main drama, right?
Right.
It was just the main drama was just like
it allowed there to be main drama, which is all the spells and stuff. But it wasn't because they're actual witches themselves was the main drama. I don't think.
Like the whole movie was pretty much about their relationship, right?
With each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because if it was like a real world movie, they would have just been doing other things that would be like backstabby and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Because it was like they were like a group of friends, and then one of them kind of.
You could tell Nancy didn't really like Sarah throughout the movie, right? There was always like kind of like a little bit of tension and jealousy, and
yeah, they were like.
And then there was also because of the dude. What's his name? I'm gonna just call him Billy Loomis. Billy Loomis from Scream.
Straight
What's his name in here?
Frank or something.
No, his name's Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
What about when she was like, "Can I talk to you?" And then his little homie friend was like, "Oh, he's busy. I can take a message or something."
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So back to that. Oh, let me talk about that a little bit. So she meets this dude in their class, their French class or whatever, and she likes him or whatever. They hang out. I think they like kiss, and then
yeah. It was weird because it didn't feel like she really liked him. It was like,
well, she wanted to go see him after school.
Yeah, but I mean,
to practice. She went to his practice, and she wanted to go hang out with him. She kisses him, but she didn't want to fuck him, so he kind of got mad and told the whole school that he hooked up with her and she was like bad in bed or something like that, right? And then that's when all that drama happened.
I don't like. They could have 100% like cut that part out. I think of the movie.
What part?
Like their whole wannabe relationship. Because I didn't feel like she was actually like not attached to him, but like really liked him like that much.
I guess, but
because it happened so fast, like. He like the first day, right? That's when he like walks up to her and then like she's like, "Oh yeah, everybody's mean to me over here."
Yeah, start talking, chatting. So.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you can watch me after class or whatever." Real douchebag move. Mm-hmm. And then so she goes, and then Nancy like makes him kind of trip. When he was trying to catch the football.
Yeah, she calls his name.
Yeah, and then like they laugh. And then she just takes off.
Yeah, well the girls kind of drag her with them. Like,
yeah, but I mean like I feel like if she's like, oh no, like there was like no kind of struggle. Not struggle, but like no like kind of, you know. There's no like hesitation to just straight leave.
She did a little bit, but only because she said she had to be home or something like that.
Yeah, and then like the next.
Or she didn't have money.
The next time that you see them is when they were kissing. On the little the roof or whatever it was.
Yeah. Real 90s, huh?
Yeah, real 90s
rooftop. You know, it was 90s as fuck. It was when he went in her house and like second story and through the window, like he pulls up. You know what I mean? Because before cell phones, you have to go to in order to talk to him, you gotta show up at the house. Show up at the house outside the window, like outside the bedroom window and stuff. That was real 90s. Well, that's later on.
But like, so like he like kisses her. That's when she didn't want to straight
go home with him.
Yeah.
And but I mean, obviously she liked him. She was fucking kissing him.
Yeah, but I just felt like it was like, oh, something to do.
I don't think she's that kind of girl though, right? She wouldn't just kiss anybody.
Well, she was. I mean, she was kind of trying to be like, make friends.
I know, but I mean, she's like one of those. She's supposed to be like that good girl, or whatever. So.
Well, I'm sorry, it didn't come off to me like that. It just felt like
there wasn't a whole lot of her like being on his jock or whatever is what you're saying, which I agree, but they just kind of established that they had this little thing.
And then like once he told like the school that, then they were like a.
She got mad at him, and that's when that scene happens where they're at the lockers, which is also like felt real 90s, you know.
Yeah.
And says, his homie's talking, like, oh, he's busy. Can you leave a message?
Yeah.
And then she tells him like, fuck you, like, you know.
Yeah.
She's mad.
And he was like, oh, no thanks or something.
Yeah, he said no thanks. Real douchey.
Yeah.
And then there's other girls kind of laughing at her, right? Well, before that was that chick, the
racist? Yeah,
the bully or bitch kind of character. I forgot her name.
Nicole?
Was it?
I don't know. I'm just making up names.
I'm not too sure. It wasn't. Was it Laura? Is that her?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was Laura. She was like kind of laughing at her because that's actually when Nancy was telling her like, oh, he told the whole school that he slept with you and all this shit. So she goes to confront him, it's Laura, and then you could kind of see her laughing at her like in the classroom.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what was the friend's name? I see him in movies too.
There's a Mitt. There's a Trey.
It was like, she's gonna cry, then I'm gonna cry.
Oh yeah.
And we're all gonna cry. It's like, they played high schoolers like well.
Yeah, they did, huh? I think so.
Because it was like cringy kind of stuff like that they were saying. But you know that they thought they were cool.
Yeah.
Like when you hear high schoolers talk, you're like, this guy thinks he's cool, but what he's saying is there was so dumb.
Even when Laura was like kind of picking on Rochelle in the like locker room or whatever, and she's like, oh, this is a pube.
Yeah. And then, it's just her hair.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you know what? It's one of her nappy hairs. And then she's like, do you think you're funny? Like, I felt like that scene is kind of was pretty good. Like, you know, her talking shit like that, and then her like saying like, wait, do you think you're funny or something? Like, and then
it's because it's like it's stuff that high schoolers would say.
Mm-hmm. You know what tripped me out about this movie? I know we're like bouncing all over the place, and we'll get back like on a structure right now, but Neve Campbell, whatever. It's funny to see like Scream and stuff because I've seen that way more recently. Like I've seen like the first 3 not even that long ago, and then go back and see her in this. It's like way different character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like a lop in this movie, so it's just you're kind of like, what? You're expecting her to be a certain way, especially because she looks the same. It came out like the same year as Scream. It's kind of you're expecting like Sidney Prescott. Like I saw her and I was like, you know, oh shit, Sidney Prescott.
Yeah,
but she's a total like dork in this movie, like a follower, like a tag along kind of.
Yeah, because she's kind of like you think like she's like that, be the hot girl over there.
But she has insecurity issues because of her burns and shit.
Yeah, but I mean like like, I mean, still, bro, you know.
What do you mean?
I mean,
you're saying like the way she looks, she would be like a hot chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like how how these like TV shows where they try to, they'd be like, oh, this is like the nerdy chick, but it's like some straight beautiful looking girl, and you're like, bro, you're trying to pull off a nerd. It's like, dude, this chick would be the hot chick in any high school right now. You just throw on glasses and mess up her hair a little bit, and then so like
they do that with those movies like She's All That, where they made her a nerd, but you're like, nah, dude, she's gonna be hot at the end. I already know what's gonna happen. Like, you try to make her look like a nerd, but you can tell she's
no hit.
She's not an ugly
like you
girl.
could just tell she's straight beautiful.
Yeah, but she's just a like, you know, a goth weirdo like outsider chick. So she's just.
Yeah, but I mean, I would like to see like an actual. Like if it was. I mean, I like her in the role.
Get out.
I like her in the role, right? But I just kind of want to be. I would want to see like probably like an ugly chick
play that character.
Yeah. And then because they can do all that. I mean, especially because they could do the glamour stuff.
Well, the thing was I think it was just because of all her like crazy ass burns that she was just real insecure and had no confidence. Because then when she gets rid of that, remember, she comes in back to the classroom, she's all
Miss Hot.
Yeah, she's Miss Hot, and then she's laughing a lot more, and then she's like all kind of cool, like the cool girl.
Straight all that sexual harassment.
When
they were going to Nancy's apartment, and there was that guy that was walking by, and he was like, and she was like, "Oh, nice ass."
Oh, what the? I missed that. I think I missed that.
Yeah. Straight reverse sexual harassment. And she was like, "What? He has a nice ass," or something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I seen that. I think I know what you're talking about. She said it to a dude, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought somebody said it to her. I'm like, I missed that. But yeah, so she just had like, I don't know. But it was just weird seeing her because as soon as I saw her, she looked exactly like Cindy Prescott. So I was like, but she was just such a dork.
Yeah. And she's also like, she was in, have you seen Reefer Madness?
No, I remember you showing me that though.
Yeah, she was in that like cameo, I guess.
Wow.
Straight looking
hot or what?
Yeah, for the little 5 and dime or whatever. The little, I guess, what are those? The milkshake places?
A diner? What are you talking about?
It's probably a diner, but like where, you know, in the 50s, right? Where they go, oh, let's go get like a milkshake. Like, or like in Greece when they go to that one place and they always get little milkshakes.
You know, I just watched Greece too yesterday. Yeah. That was kind of like the thing back then.
Yeah.
Right? So they had a term for that, you're saying?
Yeah, didn't they call them something?
I don't know. Now you're making me think like there is a term for it, but.
Because I think I heard like.
Anyways.
Somebody saying, but yeah, she was like the little waitress over there, looking all hot. Fool. It's like, God.
Yeah, that's
right. And then you see her in the craft.
That's why I put her in my Woman Crush Wednesday. Yeah.
I was gonna. When did you put her in there?
That was when you did Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. So week 2. That was week 2, yeah.
Did you do that from like the Scream? Or?
Yeah, from the Scream, not from the crowd. Just the Scream. I'm trying. When I do that, I kind of choose characters.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was gonna say put Nev. The last one. But I was like, dude, we're talking about the crafts. It's gonna be. Let's do something like switch it up.
Yeah.
That's when I said Rosemary.
Yeah. You know what I thought was really good though was the chick Nancy in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought she did her role really well too.
Yeah, she does like a straight crazy chick.
Crazy chick, yeah.
She does that like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like she knows that character.
That might be a little too natural. That came off a little too natural. Cause she's kind of like that in American History X too. She played the Nazi girlfriend or whatever. And she's like real, talk some shit and,
But what I was thinking also in that movie, cause you know how she comes from like a white trashy kind of.
Yeah, that chick.
Yeah. This movie did that white trash, like, I think
pretty good,
like perfectly. Like how, because Rob Zombie does his way over the top, like where it's like it's a pretty much caricature of.
When Rob Zombie does it, it feels like a dude casting like. It feels so like movie.
It's a cartoon character, like a cartoonish, over the top white trash.
It's like sometimes when they do those movies and they have like cholos and they overdo it and they try to make them like, I don't know, like you could tell some dude casted them and they still like dress them up in the fucking with the button at the top and everything down, like flannels like that. Like, dude, you guys are doing.
Because like when he's doing the Michael Myers, like the dad's throwing food all over the place.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to act white trash.
Yeah, and in this one,
I think the first scene you see of that is when she comes home late and the mom's kind of pissed and she's like yelling at the stepdad or whatever.
Oh yeah, because the lights went off and he was like,
dude, he hadn't paid a bill. He didn't pay the bill and she gave him the money. Like just like real issues like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like. Like he was just like the stepdad was just straight on the little chair, saying it's a storm, right? Trying to like lie about it, I guess.
Dude, he made a little advance on Nancy too, right? But it wasn't as bad as like the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Yeah, no, it was like I forgot what he said, but it was like something real quick, and then she was like, ugh, and like walked to the.
It was like, well, it's not my daughter or something like that.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Yeah, but in Halloween he says something crazy.
Yeah,
like, or like he was just acting like real too pervy, I think.
Yeah, and he wasn't straight, and they weren't like straight cursing like crazy.
Yeah,
like Rob Zombie. He wasn't throwing food all over the house
and tell pick it up, bitch, and all this shit. Come on, dude. Like, yeah, that's why I have my issues with that movie.
Yeah, like I think Rob Zombie needs to watch just that part of the craft and be like, oh, this is what it should be like. It's not like a straight cartoon of like how you think white trash is. Like they're straight like regular people.
Yeah, they're just fucking. I mean, they're just
like
not
poor.
In a fortunate situation. Yeah. They had a lot of money, I mean, yeah, they're a little bit probably like don't have as good manners or whatever probably, but he turns up too much. Like he exaggerates it, I guess, and it doesn't come off as authentic. You know what I mean?
No, it just comes off like just gross.
Like he's really trying to get the point across of the white trash. Like he's trying to throw it really in your face, and it's kind of like, all right, dude, we get it.
Yeah.
Like we got it the first time, but I
don't know if you can get away with that. Like if you're doing like a black family, or like a Hispanic family. Like Rob Zombie's version of that would have been like just
it'd be
straight
so
racist,
so stereotypical. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They put like a fucking Mexican family, fucking everybody eating fucking beans and fucking drinking beer and fucking mowing a lawn. Like, I don't know. He'll just fucking turn this shit up to like 1,000. You know what I mean?
But it's like, but that's not how like the family. They're like straight people.
Yeah, like I don't know. But I mean, I'm sure maybe there are some cases like that, but
I think that's an exception to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is like a Rob Zombie family like in Halloween, I guess, out there. I'm sure, but to kind of use that to like represent that whole kind of
situation. Yeah,
the whole community is kind of like. I'm pretty sure most
Would
people.
You call it a community though?
Well, like in that community, yeah.
Because like
if you say like, oh, in our community, I'm talking about like our surrounding neighborhood and stuff like that. So I'm saying in that community, like wherever that Haddonfield or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think everybody's like that, That's what I'm saying. So.
But what was weird in that Haddonfield is like they were like the only ones.
They were kind of like that.
Yeah. Because they were supposed to be in the suburbs.
Like, were they? I don't know.
Right. Well, because so in the original Halloween, there are suburbs.
Yeah.
Right. It's a
it's a regular like neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't like straight crazy affluent. Straight affluent.
How did we start getting to fucking Rob Zombie?
Oh, because of white trash. Right. And then all of a sudden you have just like that one family that just lives like in a straight trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
It doesn't straight make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rethink. Maybe next time rethink those character positions.
He just had to throw that in there. You know, he had to throw that in there somehow.
But yeah, because like in this one, Nancy, I mean, like the mom was I guess trying, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she kind of cared where Nancy was, and it was because it was late.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rob Zombie's version, the mom wouldn't have cared, right? Should have just.
Well, because she's adopted, so they're different. They think they do care. They're supposed to be trying. The Laurie Strode's family, or you're talking about Michael Myers' family?
No, like how Michael Myers' family would have been.
Oh, Michael Myers' family?
Like if Michael was out and about at night and he came home straight late, they wouldn't have cared.
Isn't that what happened? And then like the stepdad was talking shit and the mom was out stripping or something?
I don't know.
And then the sister, nobody even took him trick or treating. I think he went by himself, right?
Oh yeah.
Because she wanted to get laid. So yeah, they didn't care about him.
And then in Nancy's case in The Craft, she cared where she was
dude,
that
they're
night.
still humans. They're just poor.
She tried to. She put Nancy in a private school. Yeah. Well, at least I mean it's a straight Catholic school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean they were trying to like set her up for
success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean Nancy would be smoking, right? They didn't.
Yeah. I mean, they're teenagers, so you're gonna.
Well, I mean, Nancy was like smoking with her mom, which is weird. But I mean, I think I've seen like.
I knew
families like that, you know.
I remember people who had the cool parents.
Yeah.
And their parents are like, when I said cool, I'm talking like quotations, cool. The cool parents. They would drink, like, let them drink at the house, or they would smoke with them. Like, I mean, I'm not commenting on nobody's parenting strategy, but that was way different than how I grew up. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, way different.
Yeah. So.
So I mean, like they had like that kind of weird, I guess, weirdness of like really kind of not, I guess, caring for the health, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, all in all, I think the mom kind of cared for Nancy.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I say like this is how you do that situation, not Rob Zombie's way.
Yeah. But yeah, I really liked her character. I think she did, you know, she did a really good job. And like you were saying, that she comes from that whole background, and that ended up actually being one of her wishes. That's the segue into the wishes of each one. So like for Nancy, it was that she didn't want to be white trash anymore. She wanted to like get out of that.
Yeah, she wanted to have all the money or whatever.
Yeah, she wanted get into a whole different social class.
Which was hilarious was in the 90s.
175,000.
175,000 was a lot of money.
Yeah, because I was gonna talk about that later, but so she wishes for that. Sarah wishes that the homie Billy Loomis. I gotta start saying his actual name in here. Chris. will like fall for her or whatever.
It'd be like straight infatuated.
Yeah, so she wanted him to be like,
which what I like about these wishes was they were straight high school wishes.
Yeah, and then the other chick wants the other chick, Rochelle, wants that bully to go bald and shit. And then what was Sydney Fresco,
Nev Campbell.
Yeah, Bonnie. Her wish was her
scars,
which is another one because a lot of, especially at that age, girls deal with a lot of insecurities and stuff. So that's like another.
Well, I wouldn't know because I've never been a girl in high school.
Come on,
have you? Well,
that's like the normal thing that chicks trip about their weight and how they look and pimples and all that shit. Back then, even now, but back then it's like the pressures and. Because you go to school every day, everybody sees you every day. So she did that, which they all were pretty, like, high school wishes,
believable wishes.
Yeah, and they were like obtainable. Like, it's not like they wished something fucking crazy. Like, I don't know. This was all kind of like something that could be obtainable.
Like straight. I remember.
Not like, I wish I want to be a fucking astronaut and go to the moon or something stupid. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was thinking more obtainable because I remember in like those little flowers. What are they called? Are they dandelions?
Those things.
The ones that you blow and you make a wish.
Yeah.
Remember, like in probably straight elementary school.
Yeah, I was about to say you better not have been in high school.
No.
Tell me the story.
So like. Because I was going to, I don't know if it was first grade or kindergarten.
You did a crazy ass wish, or what?
Yeah, I was like wishing for like a dragon or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I was like, dude, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Straight, yeah.
So they wished some stuff that was possible, and it was really it was like.
Straight real life tangible, I guess. Yeah.
And it was stuff that they were dealing with like on a daily, I guess,
Yeah, but see that's what made me was weird with that whole Chris, right?
He looks like a Chad.
Yeah. Chris it's
Chris Hooker.
I don't know, maybe because I'm just older, I wouldn't waste a wish on that.
Hey man, if you're a 16-year-old girl, or I don't know how old they are, 17, 16, who knows? You know what I mean? Of course.
I wish he just fell in love with me.
And then what's crazy about this movie?
After you're already like kind of like, dude, he's a straight dickhead. Like,
yeah, but chicks love the dickheads in high school. Fool, come on, no chick wanted the nice dude in high school. They all wanted those stupid ass bad boys that I tell these girls now, like, look at these fools now, like
the ones that they get pregnant and then they have to reevaluate.
All these dudes, man, they didn't really end up too well,
Yeah.
The cool bad boys in high school, like, go ahead. Is that what you want? Go ahead, go for it. So, yeah, the chicks like the dicks. The chicks like
I know, but
the
like
dudes who treat them
she
like
seemed
shit.
She seems smarter.
But
those
are almost like the easy targets. Is like the innocent kind of like nice girl or whatever. They kind of go together. Like
hit the mic.
I know.
Should give it that right hand.
What I was gonna say is though, how I want to talk about how their wishes seemed cool and everything at first, and then like shit started kind of hitting the fan, and they kind of started.
Well, I mean, they say that. Well, the good witch in the shop. No.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
But she looked like kind of like Sarah's mom, I guess.
She kind of did look like her, huh?
Yeah.
From the picture you talking about? Yeah. I got that vibe too. I'm like, don't tell me that somehow this.
Mom?
Yeah. Did you think that?
Well, no, because I knew
right.
the movie, but
yeah, don't tell me this. But I was like, don't tell me there's gonna be like this weird spiritual link between them two or something, Anyways, what was that chick saying though?
That whatever you put out comes back to you 3 times, stronger or whatever 3 times, which kind of didn't, right?
Well, I mean, the dude became a crazy
rapist.
Almost.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That dude became way too obsessive.
But I mean that's.
And then, Well, I wouldn't say 3 times, but I remember. But shit started kind of like not being cool anymore. Like that girl Rochelle started feeling bad because the other chick straight was losing all her hair. Like at first they're like, "Oh, she's losing hair. She has to wear a hat," you know. But then she saw her in the shower, and her hair was straight like coming out. She looked like fucking Tales from the Crypt and shit.
Yeah.
And then that's when she felt bad, and she's like, "Oh, dude, this is."
I know, but
really
it didn't
cool
come.
anymore.
It didn't really come
No,
back.
it didn't come back to her. But I think she used that at the end, right?
Yeah, that's
Or
what I'm
whatever.
saying. Like where it like.
She wished that. I don't know. I don't know if you have to.
No, I think she did like the glamour on when they were doing the little when Nev Campbell and Rochelle came up to, I guess, see if she
The
died or
final
whatever.
showdown,
And they looked in the mirror, and she was all burnt on her face.
She had all the burnt things.
Yeah,
And the other two
but it was like the glamour.
It was the illusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just booked it, ran out. Like
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh no, 3 times." They said it.
Uh-huh.
Like they're like, "Oh, it comes back 3 times stronger," and then they left.
Yeah.
So I mean, they set that up just
For that scene?
maybe.
Maybe.
Because I mean that Chris being going crazy. I mean, he was already like on that path with that straight love.
But he was just, he was obsessive, like, and they're like, "Oh, well, we kind of wanted to stop," and like, "Oh, it has to kind of run its course or whatever." And then I guess this isn't it wasn't a bad thing after all for Nancy or whatever, but her like stepdad died because like you know, that's how they got the money. $175,000.
Yeah, no.
They went and got like a penthouse and all that shit. I'm like, dude,
that does not buy that much.
Hell no. Well, not in LA, especially like at the outskirts, I'm sure, you know, but not like where they were at, like downtown, like fucking. It looked like something like that, yeah. But they were in an apartment, so they're paying like monthly. You know how they had like those apartments up there. But I thought he was gonna get like 500,000 at least, you know.
Dude, I was thinking like millions.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's what.
I don't think he'd get millions though for like insurance plan or whatever.
I mean,
but they reacted like it.
Yeah, they're straight laughing, and that insurance guy was like, "Huh."
Yeah, he's kind of laughing with them, like, "Wait, you guys aren't devastated right now?" And then, and then the only thing with Nev Campbell's character is she got all her scars moved and she got like her confidence back, and then that was kind of it until the end when she wished that shit on her. But
I mean, Nev Campbell started turning what I don't know the right word.
What, like kind of arrogant?
Yeah. Yeah. When like she was all Miss Hot Chick. Thing.
She came back and now she's wearing like more revealing clothes. So because before she was real covered because of like all the scars or whatever. And now she's like coming like regular, like, you know.
Yeah, and then she's been all.
Yeah, and then she's like her personality and everything.
Yeah, I don't know how to phrase it. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
How they're like, oh, that whole straight bossy stuff or whatever.
But she just kind of came in like real, kind of like full of herself. You know what I mean? Cause, you know.
I wanted to say real bitchy. But I mean,
you could say that. I mean, I'm sure that's what they were kind of going for.
Yeah, no, but in this social climate, bro.
Yeah. Nah, because she wasn't just trying to come in like confident and nice. Like she was still bitch. Like she was still bitch to Sarah.
I would say that to a guy if he was acting exactly the same way.
Yeah.
It's not just because she's a female that she could.
Yeah, because she was still like she was still mean and shit. You know what I mean? Like she still tried to go over there and fucking, kill Sarah pretty much.
Yeah.
But well, the other thing that I was gonna say besides just those spells or whatever was that chick, Nancy. She kind of got like too greedy, I would say, and she did that thing where she what's that god? What's his name?
Manu Ginobili or something like that.
Yeah.
Manwa.
I just saw it today too. Somebody had posted it.
Manola?
Mano.
Mano.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Whatever. Manu Ginobili.
Manu Ginobili. She was like trying to summon that thing, trying to get like I don't know. I think that's she just wanted to get like more powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when they were at the beach. That whole beach scene.
I don't know if I made this up in my head, or if when she was
watching this at 4 a.m. before you started falling asleep.
No. But when she was, she was doing that whole,
like they're calling to
I forgot what direction she was.
Yeah, because each one has a direction.
Yeah, she was like what? Because Sarah, I think, was north.
Yeah, and then the other ones I don't remember.
Nancy's probably south, like direct opposite, probably. But did she say? Give me?
While the other ones were saying like give us. Oh, I don't know. I didn't catch that if she did.
I think. All right. I'm prefacing this by I'm not sure, right? I think she was like, give me the power, and then it was like us, give us.
Yeah.
And that's when you kind of like, oh, she's
trying to.
She wants like all this.
Yeah, she wants to have like really a one greedy. Up on everybody. Yeah. So she pretty much, I guess, got her wish because they right there like I think lightning strikes and they all kind of just crash out on the beach, right?
Yeah.
And then they wake up and they see her walking on water on the ocean, like on the beach, ocean, whatever, like towards them, and then that's kind of like, oh shit, it worked.
Yeah, and then she.
And then you
did that weird sexual kind of. He's
oh like yeah. Because then she starts saying stuff like that, like, oh, he's in me, I can feel him, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
weirdly. Yeah. Kind of sexual.
Yeah.
Like I could feel him in my veins or something.
Yeah. And then you see all the sharks and stuff dead on the beach, on the sand, which is kind of a trip. And what she say it was a gift, like or something like that. So then I was like, oh, this bitch is weird.
Yeah.
She was already weird, but
I liked when they were on the bus, and then the bus driver was like, oh, watch out for the weirdos. She was like, we are the weirdos.
Yeah.
Like, oh snap.
Yeah. That's right. But yeah, so she got real greedy and she was kind of abusing her power, right? Because then they started driving and she would turn on the lights green. She was acting real like, I don't know, careless with it. Like she was real abusing her power or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? She was.
Because I mean, it comes. Like at the end at the showdown.
Yeah.
Sarah tells her like, Manu Ginobili is mad at you.
Yeah, because you pretty much fucked everything up, whatever. Because not only, but she you're
abusing like his gift that he gave to you.
Yeah, and the other thing that she did was she went to go pretty much fuck sleep with the homie Chris.
Yeah.
He didn't want her, so then she like mystique herself into
Sarah's look.
Yeah. And then did they have sex?
Yeah, I mean,
it looked like it, huh? I wasn't too sure. She was on top of him and stuff. First they were kissing and then
no, but he was on top of her when Sarah walks in.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure. I think they did.
I mean, I think there was like I think they were supposed to be
having sex.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no like finish, right?
Yeah, but you know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking though? I was like, that could have actually worked though. I think because maybe Chris was he was so obsessed with her that he was chasing that. Like maybe if Nancy pretended to be Sarah and went and just hooked up with him and slept with him, maybe he'll just be like, okay, I got what I wanted, and then start to fall back. Like it kind of ran its course in his head. It's like, oh, I hooked up with her, that could either go that way or it could make him be more.
I don't think Chris even
what
like knew. Like I don't think Chris was anything was going through his mind. Because he was pretty much like a straight zombie, pretty much at this point.
No, but I was just thinking, I was like, oh, well, maybe that could work. Maybe if she hooks up with him, finally he gets what he's kind of been wanting or whatever.
All right, and we're back. And we're back for that little technical difficulty.
Yeah. So like what I was saying was that I thought like if she's gonna hook up with him, and then Sarah didn't really have to hook up with him, and then he would just kind of his chase would be kind of over or whatever. But that's not how it went down. Obviously they found her over there. They came to the party after,
Yeah.
And yeah. So long story short, she being Nancy pretty much kills Chris and makes him like fly out the window and shit.
Yeah, because she's
using like her powers pretty much, I think.
Yeah, but like, why was she all upset?
I think because he didn't like. I don't know. It almost seemed like because she found out that it wasn't really her, and that he didn't want to be with her, and she kind of went crazy, right?
Well, I thought that was like an actual, like when she was like talking. I forgot like her whole reasoning.
I don't know, but I think she was okay. Well, it was for sure that she was jealous of all that. She was jealous of. She's been jealous since the beginning of, Chris liking Sarah. So, anyway, so he dies. Now, who else did they say died?
Nancy's stepfather.
Oh, that's right. Because I remember they're saying, like, oh, Chris and somebody's dead.
I think it was like Rodney or something like that.
Yeah. So that's what they were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, like, pretty much we're kind of heading towards the...
Yeah, this is like when when powers are actually getting crazy now.
Yeah, so now...
But not crazy, but, they're flying.
Yeah. So... This is kind of where Sarah wants out, right? So she's like, yeah, like I'm out, and they're like, okay, but then they come back and tell her,
yeah, well, in the bathroom.
Yeah, they kind of do that.
That little threat.
That threat in the bathroom, like you got to get out of the school, not only that, out of the city, maybe out of the country or the planet. They kind of tell her you got to pretty much get the hell out of here. Yeah,
but I think didn't they say we're joking, but like you can't tell anybody.
Weren't they like joking, but like not?
Well, because Nancy was like, you know what they do? You know what they used to do in the old days when a witch would leave? They would kill her.
Mm-hmm. But they kind of established that threat though. That they were pretty much gonna kill her if she doesn't just leave. I felt.
But I didn't. I felt like them saying, "Oh, you need to get leave, like the country or whatever." It's. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think of it realistically because, dude, how can you just you can't just leave? Doesn't logistically not possible.
Well, they kind of either she had to leave or they're gonna pretty much kill her. They weren't gonna be cool with her just hopping out of the crew or whatever. Not at that point anymore, at least.
No, yeah, I just figured that they weren't just
gonna let her walk away,
just telling her pretty much you can't leave, pretty much.
Yeah.
You want to leave? Okay, you have to do these impossible things, or you're gonna have to die, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So it's you're not leaving this little circle of witch.
Because they all kind of need each other, right? They needed northeast, southwest.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where, I guess, the final showdown goes down.
Yeah, where?
This part, she's at home, and I remember this stuff from I said earlier. Because she has a fear of snakes, right?
Yeah, snakes and I guess bugs.
All that stuff.
rats.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there was.
Hey, I was thinking about this. You think they had to, like, to film that? I think some of like the roaches and stuff were like CGI. I think, but I think they had to bring in a shitload of snakes and rats on there, right?
Well, what I was thinking watching that scene was going through my mind was, did any of these snakes try killing these rats?
Because they were like in the same room, same set. Or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like there had to be some straight bloodbath going on.
Yeah,
you can't control.
There was a lot of snakes, a lot of rats.
Like how many rats do you think died in that making of that
movie? I don't know. Those things gotta eat. Because they were even falling from the ceiling. Like they were. I felt like they were real. Like the ones that fell on her hair or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
Yeah, because if you watch the CGI, it wasn't like.
No, the CGI was CGI.
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't that great. Yeah.
Like with
when she's like walking on the water.
Yeah. But like, no, they had CGI of like the bugs too, which were like pretty bad. Which was when Nancy and they all went in her mouth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was kind of like. But that was kind of a trip too when they were kind of coming down her sleeves and she was shaking them off.
Yeah, but I think that was real.
No, that was real.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that had to have been like kind of a trip too, right? Like, you know, it seemed like they had to throw a bunch of them in there and then just like, I don't know. But so yeah, what do you think about that final showdown, which was 1 against 3, then 1-on-1?
Yeah.
This is the ending of the movie.
I mean, it was long, right? But I kind of wanted, I guess, more maybe.
More of the 1-on-1, yeah.
Yeah, like where. Maybe not. Maybe it's actually good, because I'm thinking like more like demonstration of like straight the witch stuff. Right, like more like I guess magic.
But then what I kind of
yeah. Then I'm thinking of have you seen The Covenant?
No.
Dude, they're at the end. They're like throwing like straight little Hadoukens and spirit bombs and all that.
Yeah, that would have been stupid.
And I was like, then I was that's when I was like, okay, maybe this is actually good.
Yeah. Which is also what I like too, is that that chick had a knife. What's her name?
Yeah, maybe I wanted to see more like a fight. Because it was kind of like Nancy did her little classic with the knife and like kind of flying to her.
Yeah.
And like they hit the thing.
They hit the wall, but then it was kind of cool because they hit like a wall, but it kind of looked like she was on top. So they kind of defying the rules of gravity or whatever.
Yeah. And then like the dresser came, and then she did the little disappear into the wall.
Yeah. I was gonna say the floor, but yeah, the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was.
No, I think at that point it was the floor.
Yeah.
I think she went like that and then sunk down. Because then when she's on top of her trying to scatter through everything, she was on the floor. And then she kind of finds her uniform.
Yeah, and then, you're clever.
And she's a tricky. And she's about to fucking stab her.
Yeah. So maybe I just wanted more like a fight scene.
But without Hadoukens.
Yeah, without like that craziness.
Yeah.
Just like how they were fighting to begin with.
With like a little bit of magic, but mostly because she was trying to kill her with the knife. So
yeah, because it was like, no. It doesn't seem like you can kill somebody with magic, really. In this world.
Yeah, not directly. I think you'd use it. You know how kind of... Well, that's actually the next scene. And she uses the lightning and breaks down the branch and almost like lands on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think she can do like a Raiden, like shoot lightning straight.
Electrocute them.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of... I like that better, you know? Because I haven't seen the other movie, but it feels like that. Then I'd be like, oh man. Especially the CGI in the 90s, it wouldn't have been good, you know? About throwing fireballs and shit.
Yeah. But they weren't fireballs, bro. They're like invisible, not invisible things, but I don't know how to explain it, bro. It looks like maybe like rain. You know how he does the little raindrops? It's kind of like that. It's like see-through looking thing.
Was that movie kind of old? Did it have like the bad CGI?
Dude, I don't remember. This is like 2000s.
Okay.
Something.
But still kind of. It was just.
Bro, I mean, it was like fools were like doing backflips and on a barn, straight throwing out little Hadouken things. It was just like, oh my god, bro. Dial it back a little bit. Save that budget.
Yeah.
You know, and in this one, like Nancy was trying to kill her with like a real world object.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't some mysterious.
Yeah, the only I guess
everybody died like real world.
Yeah, the only crazy part I guess was when they would levitate. They would kind of be floating because at that point they're all in the living room, all like up in the air.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. And earlier, there's that scene where they're lifting Rochelle off the floor.
Yeah, but I mean, it can't like kill you.
Yeah, but
it scared Chris, right? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
I keep wanting to say Chad.
Yeah.
It scares Chris where he falls out the window.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't like.
Yeah, and then
straight.
And it's not like they were traveling like that. Like they were still driving, right? It's not like they're just flying through the sky. Like it was kind of mild, the levitation or whatever. You know what I mean? Because when they pulled to the party, they like in the car or whatever, like.
Yeah, and like the one that went crazy was the dream.
Yeah, and that was all a dream.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of thankful because I was like,
yeah, because they like busted it through the window. It was like a classic.
It looked like a hocus pocus. Yeah.
Classic witch.
Yeah. But it was just a dream. So this fight scene ends with her coming out of the ground and then like giving her this fat ass kick, right? Like this push off type kick or whatever.
Yeah.
And then obviously she's strong too because she's a witch too. And Nancy goes flying into the mirror, breaks the mirror, and that's kind of. I was like, wait, did she die at first? I was like, no, she couldn't have died. I was like, did one of the glass like
chop her up?
Yeah, like slit her throat or something, but nah. So.
Yeah, I guess she gets just like knocked out.
And then they kind of put her. Well, is the next scene her in the?
The next scene is.
The next scene's not her in the. Okay, the next scene is when
they're like she's packing up or something.
Yeah, it's the next day and they're packing up. Are they leaving?
I don't know.
It doesn't really tell you. They could be taken off somewhere, and here comes.
Or maybe putting the groceries away or something.
Something like that. Here comes Rochelle and Bonnie. After last night they were trying to
straight kill her.
They're all trying to jump her pretty much, but yeah, like we said, she did that thing where, in the mirror, what's it called? Glamour? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And we see them in the mirror, and then like she has the scars, and the other chick's losing all her hair, so they run off. So then that's why they lose it to a one-on-one. So we didn't see them since then. Now they're back and they're trying to kind of apologize, but. Okay, at first it seemed like they were trying to apologize, and they were asking her if she has any powers, because they don't anymore.
Yeah, because what I figured was Sarah just put the binding spell on them. Yeah,
because she did say, for sure when she...
Because when Nancy went attacked... That, because she started to do like the binding spell on Nancy, and that's when she went crazy and like... attacked her with a knife, because Nancy at first was kind of like, okay, I went a little crazy. She was kind of like trying to apologize when Sarah like got the
upper hand, because she wasn't using magic at first. In the beginning of the fight, and then she started using it, and then she's kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, and she's like, all right, dude, I admit I went a little crazy right there. But like let's call it truce. Let's just move on to the next day. Have fun.
Yeah.
But Sarah was like, "No, you're not gonna have any more powers. I'm binding you right now."
Yeah.
And that's when she would.
Yeah, and then when she knocked her out, she did say it again too. She started doing that saying. Talking about she can't harm anybody. Was it
can't
harm others, can't
or
harm
yourself. Yeah. Good
So,
friend, bro.
Yeah, no, right? So then, yeah, she must have done that to the other girls, I'm guessing, because they didn't have any powers. They come up, it's daytime, clear as day, and they're talking to her.
And ask her if she still has her powers.
Yeah, and she says, I don't know.
I think she said, like, you guys tried to kill me.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, that's when they were kind of saying that stuff, like, oh no, like, we were just, it was a practical joke or whatever, talking about all that stuff. She's like, well, if you still want to hang out sometime, they're telling us, Sarah, like,
yeah, if you want to go, like,
oh, summon or pretty much just some witch shit, right?
Yeah.
And that's when she said, like, oh, well, don't hold your breath on it or something.
Then they're like, well, do you have your powers or something?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think she says, like, don't hold your breath, and they're like, okay, whatever, and they're walking around. She's like, she doesn't even have her powers anyway.
Yeah. That's when she did the little lightning check.
She did the storm from X-Men, pretty much, huh?
Yeah.
The chicks kind of laugh at her, and they're like, oh, she doesn't even have her powers anyway. So it wasn't as sincere. It wasn't really sincere.
No, they were just, I think they kind of wanted their powers.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to get them back, so I think that's why they were like
trying to
get the crew back together.
Yeah.
Let's get our powers back so we can get it popping again.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they wanted. But they're like, oh, she doesn't even have powers. And she kind of hears them, turns around, gets pissed. Straight. The day goes from really clear to super, like, kind of sunny dark. I mean,
sunny dark, bro?
No, cloudy.
Comes back sunny dark.
Sunny dark. Cloudy, and then here comes the lightning, and it hits the tree, and that's what I was saying earlier. The other branch just barely misses them, but she kind of just wanted to let her know.
Yeah, and I think she said, you're lucky you're not going crazy.
That's right? That was a little segue
to Nancy and the
final shot.
The loony bin.
Yeah, so then from that it goes into she's like in a mental hospital.
Yeah.
Like restrained, fully restrained.
Saying, I'm flying.
Yeah, crazy, huh? Crazy ass witch.
Yeah.
She thought she was flying. She pretty much lost her whole noodles, and then that was the final scene. And
when I was watching this movie, I was like, it'd have been kind of cool to hang out with them in high school.
Yeah, kind of. With those girls? If you were a girl, or just as a dude, or whatever.
I mean, if they're your friends.
I don't know. So I kind of stay away from some chicks like that, because if you get on their bad side or something. Because didn't she say that too? She said, I did one bad thing. She was telling Chris, I did like one thing, and now they're like against me or something. Something like that.
I don't remember that.
She was telling him, like, she kind of vented to him.
Sarah?
Yeah, I think right before he tried to take advantage of her or something. One of those. She's telling him, like, oh man, like, I go against them like once, and now they're all like against
me.
Oh
yeah,
something like that.
But no,
those girls would scare me.
I'm saying, like, in the beginning, right, when you don't.
Yeah, in the beginning, before shit got crazy, it'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
They seem like they would have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the beginning of the movie, like, I'd be like, dude, I'd much rather hang out with these chicks than straight Chris.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. And, like, his homies.
Yeah.
You know, like, they seemed way more cooler than
that dude?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, they had stuff, like, kind of not going on, but, like...
especially at that age, it's kind of something to look forward to, you know? Like, they're...
Maybe because I'm not in high school anymore as well, right?
Yeah, but back then it's kind of like...
Like, you maybe wanted to hang out with, like, Chris. Like, if I was maybe in high school. If I had that, like, mindset.
Yeah. But you know
Because they were kind of like the popular kids, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I didn't really... Even back then, in high school, I didn't really like dudes like that. Like...
Oh, Mr. Cool Guy here.
No, like, I never really hung out with douchebags. Like, I've been around, like... But it's kind of... Those dudes are kind of annoying.
Well, I mean, they're like the party kids.
Yeah. I mean, there were people like that when I was in high school, but they weren't all like that, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't hang out with those ones,
Yeah, I only saw like one like legit kind of goth chick.
Oh,
when I was in high school.
Nah, no. Like I knew some of them in like junior high and high school, but they were.
I mean, like legit.
Well, yeah, but dude, this is back when shit got crazy though. Like they used to wear like those really big shoes and makeup and stuff. They paint like their faces white, kind of looking like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my homies actually used to live right here, and down the street from here, but he went like full out like that. And then I saw him a few years later after high school. He was still kind of goth, but not that. Like I saw him again when we were like 20.
Yeah.
He's actually real cool. But a lot of people used to think they were like super weirdos.
Yeah.
And then there was another dude that I knew who was goth in like junior high. Like straight out, he used to wear like the black, like, fishnets kind of thing.
But can you be like goth in junior high?
Well, they were there, for sure.
Like, 'cause I mean,
8th grade.
'Cause like in junior high, like, dude, you don't know anything really.
No, but they were like in that whole. That was I don't know, subculture, whatever. They would dress like it, listen, like they were. That existed for sure. When I was in 8th grade. Cause
I know, but I'm saying like legitimately. Do you think? Like.
Well, those same dudes in 8th grade were still there sophomore, freshman year.
No, I know, but I'm saying like if there was like a kid that says he was punk in say elementary school, be like, bro, you have no idea.
Well, I think all that stuff starts like when you're a teenager, in like your early teens.
Yeah, I know, but like you have no idea about like corporations or anything like that at that age. Right? Like, I mean, I don't know like what goth's whole.
What their deal is? Or like their agenda?
Not not their deal, bro. It sounds straight derogatory.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
what's your deal, bro? But like how like punk very like anti-establishment and all
authority
that.
And
when you're in elementary school.
Yeah, no, not really in elementary school.
Like you can't, and even in junior high, I don't think you can.
Well, I feel like that shit has like a short lifespan. So I feel like it's from like 13 to 18 and it's like over. Like you're still goth like 25, then you got some fucking problems.
You're about that life, bro.
That's kind of. So I feel like it's like that window, like 13 and like 18, 19.
I think 13 is just too young, bro.
Well, I'm telling you, okay, this dude, I remember him 13, 14, 15, but somehow like in the middle of high school, he started kind of tuning out of that. And then like by senior year and like even after all that, senior year for sure is like when I first noticed like, oh, this dude's, and then years after and now to this day, he's like the man. Like he turned like to jock kind of. I was like, what? Like, so we started going to the gym, got all buff and all that shit. And I'm kind of like, damn, like, do fools remember this guy? I remember we used to say like, oh man, remember back in the day? Because you see him now, he's kind of like, he's tatted, but he kind of looks like just like a regular, like, kind of like, well, because I saw him, he's kind of like a bartender or something, and he's kind of just looks like one of those white dudes with tats, buff or whatever. I was kind of like, dude, remember back in the day, you were like completely different. It's just kind of a trip, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like somewhere like junior year, he kind of switched up.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it
senior
is it like an actual? Like, do you actually believe in like the cause, bro? Or is it
I think
just a look that you got attached to and you just?
I don't know. He seemed legit though, but I mean that look wasn't the cool look to go and copy, I guess. It wasn't. Goths were never. They were always like outsiders, I guess.
I know, but I mean that's.
Like I remember there was that.
Cool in that.
There was that in tagging for sure. When people would just, they kind of just like that look and.
Yeah.
Like, and then it kind of fizzled out.
Like, was that the cool look to wear Raider jerseys all over the place?
Well, like I don't know.
That Cholo Raider jersey look?
That was like, the hood look was cool when I was in junior high and high school. Kind of like he used to dress like all baggy and shit like that, you know. Listen.
How I used to dress?
Who, you?
Is that what you? No, fool.
Oh, no. I said that was like the look back then.
I think so. That's how you used to dress.
Me or you?
Yeah.
No, not you. Don't remember me dressing like that. No, everybody like.
I was straight. I dressed hip hop.
Yeah. Well, that was hip hop at the time.
Nah, fool. That was Cholo.
Nah, but it was hip hop. Like all those fools started listening to like all the hip hop dudes and all that stuff, right? That's when that kind of underground hip hop wave came in, and that was cool.
I associate that more with like Cholo.
But it was way different though. Like it was like nobody was shaving their heads or anything. Everybody would just have like spiky hair and like, I don't know. Anyways.
No, people were.
But the ones that shaved their heads, those were the ones that trying to be cholos. And then there was like taggers, and the hip hop heads, and they would listen to fucking Atmosphere and all this shit, and then go tagging. And all that whole wave, that died when I was like a junior, I think, in high school. It was kind of, and then everybody started kind of dressing tighter clothes and stuff.
That's when the whole, what was that?
What?
Not duffel bag. Duffel boy or something.
Dope boy?
Is that what it is?
Are you talking about a song?
Yeah.
Duffel bag boy?
Nah, like there was like a dance.
There was a lot. I don't remember.
When the whole tight, skinny jeans.
Oh, jerking?
Yeah.
Was it jerking? Is that what you're talking?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But why do I think duffel boy? Something.
I don't know. Maybe it'll hit me.
Dope boy? Was that something?
Not like a dance or anything. I don't know, bro, but we started talking about the crowd, and I don't know how the went down this line.
Duffel, I think something boy. Dope boy, I want to say. Dougie.
Know. Oh, the Dougie. That was later. That came after, like, the jerk.
But that was
around
skinny
the
jeans.
same time. Yeah, skinny jeans and shirts and all that.
Yeah, well, duffel boy.
I was like, what are you talking about? You threw me off right there. I was like...
Straight Dougie? Way off? Or what?
Yeah, that's way off. So, okay, so let's just get to scores. Cause we're like an hour and 17 and talking about all these trends. We're talking about, that's high school, like, trends and their cliques and all that stuff. That's how we went down
Yeah.
there.
I mean, that... Okay, yeah. Let's get into your score.
This one, I'm gonna give it a 78, I guess. 77. What did I give? I forgot what I gave Audition. But I think you auditioned 75. This one, I'll give it a 78. Like, it was 79. Somewhere like the high 70s. C+. I thought it was like, at the end of the day, there was nothing really like really bad with it, but there was nothing like really good either. It's just kind of coasts through the movie. Everything's kind of good, but it just doesn't get better than that for me. Like, some of the scenes were good, like the characters were good, the ending was cool, but that's like it for me. And there was nothing that I really liked, or I thought this was great, or this was brilliant. I think it's kind of C+. Like, you know when you're coasting in high school, you're trying to get those C+ and shit? Just enough to pass?
Just enough to pass.
No, but this was a little bit better than that. See, that would be a D, like if you're just barely scraping by. This is a little bit better, so it's C+. Might rewatch it sometime, but doesn't have a whole lot of rewatch value. Like, when I was watching it, I was almost trying to, I think I had the faculty on or something. I'm not sure, and I was kind of almost getting distracted by watching that, you know. That to me has like such good rewatch value for some reason.
Well, that was because
even though it's not like a masterpiece storyline or script or anything, but it's just, I don't know, the rewatch values is really good on that. which we'll have to do that one day. But anyways, so this, I'll give it I'll stick with a 78. So, I mean, I liked everything. I dig the whole high school, those kind of movies, but there was this.
Those can be like hit or miss for me.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it was cool that they did the witch angle, which to me would have been tough to be like thrown like blown away, because I don't think I could go into a witch movie thinking like I'm gonna be. But like how we were talking about earlier, it's kind of set in the real world, so it's not so it's not cheesy as you would expect, you know. And then I also have some little bit childhood bias. I don't know if I had seen this for the first time, if it would have changed it or not. But nah, I give it like a 78. What'd you?
Me, I was gonna give it a 78 as well.
I think that's the first time we ever got the same
straight
score.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, because I was thinking, what did I give Shining?
Shining, I think it was 90 something.
Did I?
For sure. I think that's your high score.
I mean, I can get C plus B.
C plus B minus?
Yeah.
But if you had to just...
Well, even it can go C plus to straight normal B.
How's that?
Just because...
Explain that.
Because... So when I watched this movie, it like... I watch it and I'm thinking like, dude, I wish I was like... I can like go to high school again.
It does kind of give you some of that.
And then, you know, where... It's not like a movie where like, dude, I'm so glad I'm out of high school. It's like, dude, I wish I was at this high school and I would like hang out with these chicks.
That's exactly how I felt when I watched Dazed and Confused the other day. But yeah,
even like the faculty is like, dude, this high school looks kind of legit.
Yeah. It kind of makes you, oh man, you kind of want to go back there, huh?
You know, and then
so that's the part of you that says B.
Yeah.
But then you say.
But then I mean, it's very chick flicky kind of a movie.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
It's not. I mean, like it's not really a horror movie.
Nah.
It's very like relationship drama kind of. Like high school drama too, which I usually hate.
Yeah.
But then I was also thinking like, dude, like what would it be like to straight date Nancy? Like how crazy.
That's why that dude was over it. Chris. I think they hooked up back in the day where he was over it.
Well, I thought she said that Chris did the same thing to Nancy. Where Nancy didn't hook up with him, but he told everybody.
I think that's what she said, but I'm pretty sure it looked like they did it back in the day, or I don't know. She either way, she was kind of had some obsessive thing about him. For him, I mean.
But yeah, but I mean, I was like, dude, like, how crazy of a relationship would that be?
Especially if she's doing these fucking spells. I'm surprised she didn't do that spell to make you like.
Yeah, well, I was just, like, would you be able to go to sleep like next to a chick like that, or would you feel like, oh, she might actually kill me?
I don't think I could. I'm not gonna fall asleep with a chick like that. She's definitely not my type. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe something's sums up, because like I had the same kind of thoughts with like what's her name, Asami.
No, that's definitely get that away from me. Huh?
Yeah, I know. But when she's like in that outfit, I was kind of like
I don't know, man. I might just take the risk right here.
Yeah, it's like you know, like when you see like these dudes that are like they get killed by a chick and like it's obviously like she's straight nuts.
Hey, you ever watched that show Snapped?
And then is a show like that?
Yeah, and it's all women killing
dudes,
pretty much.
And then you're like, dude, what were you thinking? Like, obviously,
like the signs were there.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
But I think I could put myself in their shoes. It's like it might be worth like if it's not guaranteed death, right? There's like a little. There might be a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you push your luck?
I don't know, man. Those type. I don't think I would. I wouldn't.
Like, like if a Sami would like came up to you and like, I'm better now. I'm
out. You probably get yourself in some trouble. The way you're just
I'm thinking
you're flirting with danger.
Trying to rationalize the irrational.
Yeah,
maybe so.
You're like, I want to hang out with these chicks. I don't know. Straight. It's kind of risky. I mean, could be cool, but
I don't know. It just seems like
there might reward is not.
There might be some fun and some danger. You know.
Yeah.
You know, like hitting a big jump. There's like
risk, but if it all goes well, pays off, like that feeling.
Yeah. Like, is that feeling worth the risk?
Nah, not with these chicks, dude. Not that. None of these girls that we just been reviewing lately.
No. Woman Crush Wednesday, Nancy and Asami.
We've been having like women villains lately, huh?
Yeah.
3 in a row now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Could you put Woman Crush Wednesday as that chick from High Voltage?
High Tension?
Yeah, high voltage. High tension?
You always say that.
Like, does that work even if she's a...
I think we could even use straight out villains if they're hot or something.
But I'm saying, like...
As a heroine? You're saying?
No, like if they're... Lesbian?
They're lesbians?
Yeah.
Oh, like for us, saying like picking chicks? Yeah, I guess. If we just think... I kind of pick more on who I think is just like a badass character. And then if they're hot, I'd just do that, you know? Like, dude, I was going to pick that chick from Children of the Corn. Like, she's a total, like, she's nobody cool, like, in the movie. Like, she's just a body. She's a bitch in that movie compared to the original. And then we're talking about Children of the Corn remake.
I told you not to watch it, too.
But, bro, that chick was just so fun. I was just watching it. Like,
they got you.
They got me. And not only that, but I was just curious because we had just seen the original. So I was like, let me see how this plays out. It was terrible. Have you seen that? If you guys want to tune out now, that's cool. I'm going to just talk about this real quick. But, dude, it ends. They mark... I'm talking about the remake here. You know how the other one, there's that final showdown with the thing behind the rose and all that? And then Dude... They murk the black chick with the hot chick, and they have her on the thing, like Scarecrow style. Then the main dude gets murked by the man, the Force, whatever. Your main characters are dead, and they have them up on the things, and it ends with just Malachi going to the cornfields because they're gonna murk him to sacrifice him because he got too old, and they just shoot him and that's it. And it literally ends like that. I was like, what the fucking movie is this? Like, what?
What about Malachi looking like he's straight 30 years old in that movie?
I looked him up in that movie, and he was like 26 or something, 25 or something. Hey, trip on this. Remember Isaac in the original, the little kid, the one who's talking to the Force or whatever?
Yeah.
How old do you think he is?
Now?
No, in that movie. Like, how would you say it? Because they had a kid in this one.
Well, he looked kind of old, but he looked like weird, like...
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say disease, but he looked like he had a disease where he's like an actual... Like Gary Coleman kind of...
Oh, that thing?
Did Gary Coleman have a disease?
I think, yeah, I'm sure.
Where he looked... no offense... But he looked...
Oh, the Isaac you're saying?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because he had a weird kind of voice.
Uh-huh.
the way he was talking was way too old.
Uh-huh.
So maybe. How old was he supposed to be in the movie?
I don't know. 8? No, I think. Yeah.
Maybe 13.
Who, that kid?
Yeah.
Check this out. He's 22.
In that movie?
Yeah. And I was like, no way, because I was watching like a review on it, and they're saying the one in the remake was too young. He's like, oh, the one in the original works better because he's 22. So like the way he's talking, I'm like, wait, I was like, he's 22, and I went and looked it up, and I was like 22. I was like, what the hell? He might have had that, but you know what? I seen pictures of him after, and he grew up like he. It's not like he Gary Coleman kind of stayed looking young for a while.
Well, he kind of
old young?
ended up
looking
real
old
weird.
young, yeah. But 22, I was like, what the hell? I don't know. I was tripping out.
Does he have?
I don't know if he has anything. Like a.
Because something condition about him looked real weird in that movie.
I'm gonna just double check right now. So, Children of the Corn came out in 84. March 9th, 84. So, they probably filmed it 83 sometime, right? So, this dude, Josh Franklin, 83. He was born in 1959. Let's say. So, he was like 20-something. Maybe 23. But, I don't know. I was tripping out because I was going to say something like that, too. I was like, maybe he was playing like an 8, 9-year-old. Because he's supposed to be playing a kid, and he looks like a kid. But he could be a little bit older playing a kid. Like you said, maybe like 13, 14. But just kind of like those dudes that hit puberty kind of late, or they're kind of like in that weird transition. But I was like, this dude's in his 20s. That tripped me out. He's all little, too. He's like, does it look short and all that?
But no, but Malachi in the remake, bro, he looked straight old.
Yeah, he looked like a grown man. So...
Yeah, that was like the only believable part about Children of Corn is Malachi actually looked like he could catch some bodies. Because that fool was that old.
This dude looked, and he really was. I think I looked at him. I think he was like 25, 26.
Yeah, so he could have been a perfect killer.
Yeah, he actually had some
actual strength.
Yeah, he's actually gonna beat up the adults. But at the very end, I think Malachi was 19 or something, so then he's like, oh, they changed it because they pissed off the dude above, so then they lowered the age limit down to 18. So then Malachi went kind of in things like he knew it was going to happen, so he kind of signed himself up to be sacrificed, and then he got straight murked. And then movie over, and they killed the main dude, and they killed like Sarah Connor's character, which is the black girl. And they had him up on the things, like, the police dude. And that was it. And there was like no crazy showdown save the day with that little other kid. I don't know, I was pissed. It sucked. Anyhow, though, I just want
to throw that in there.
Yeah, I warned you guys. So
next week,
you think of anything?
I'll say what the devil, the House of the Devil.
Oh, okay, that's the one you were talking about, right?
Yeah, it was either that or
Let the
run away from the devil or something like that.
Oh, the other one that you're talking about? Yeah. Is that witches? Are you going to turn this into Witch Week?
Witch Week? No, the Run one was from like the 70s with.
Which is the one with the trailer and shit?
That was the Run.
Oh, okay.
Run from the Devil or something like that.
Oh, okay. Are those
Run
witches
with
though?
The devil. It's like. I might pick it, fool. I'm not trying to spoil alert anything.
Okay. Well, I was kind of looking into it, so I should just kind of stay away from that. Okay, so but you're gonna go with. Oh, you don't know yet.
Devil House, House of the Devil. I can't.
Have you seen this movie?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
So straight going in blind.
This is a remake, huh? 2009.
What?
House of the Devil? Or is that the one you're talking about? Or is this the old movie?
No, I think that's what I'm talking. This is a newer movie.
Oh, okay, so 2009.
Yeah.
Well.
But I think
the House of the Devil. Yeah.
I think it's the House of the Devil.
I hate when I look at it and I see scores and the genre and all that.
Well, all
Well,
I'm
it
gonna
has
say
good
it's
scores,
supposed
though.
to be set in I think the 80s or something like that.
Okay.
So
you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. So this is one of those that
I've never seen a trailer on it.
Okay.
I have no idea what it's about.
All right, cool. So
All I know is
gonna go in there.
the score is pretty
You said the
positive.
Okay.
I mean, obviously you just saw the score, bro.
Yeah, you saw it right now. Too.
Yeah. So that's all I know. Is people say it's pretty good, so I'll go and see.
We hear good things. Have we done one where we both haven't seen a movie?
No, the only one was probably like High Tension.
That you haven't seen. Yeah. Right? So this should be fun then. There's a couple that you picked that I hadn't. Well, almost all of them, I think.
Yeah, like Killer Clowns
and Reanimator and fucking Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, that's why I tried to think of like the ones that I haven't seen was pretty much High Tension.
I think that was it. And then there's some that we just haven't seen in a long ass time.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do that.
House of a Devil.
What accent was that?
I don't know.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Late
week.
week.
Late week.
Late
week.